What's good, folks? Today's date, August 13th, 2026. Yes, I'm going to get right to this, folks. We're going to get right to this because there's a great game on the line, and I want to get talking to this. We're going to bring it right. We're going to hit this hard like we're hitting a home run right off the bat. We're going to talk about this right now, folks. And I'm gonna get started before we even get started, if you get what I'm saying. And you know what I'm talking about. You know, if you played Arma, you know what if you've been playing Call of Duty for the last 20 years and you've been there, you know what I'm talking about, folks. And we're gonna address it right now. And it's toxicity and it's racism. And we're gonna get to it right now. And I know how a lot of people feel about this. I know you don't want to really throw it away. Yeah, now we're gonna talk about it. And I'm gonna hit hard right now, folks. But first, before I do, I want to say credit to the Wardogs team, to the folks over there. Bulkhead Studios, I believe, and what they've done so far is nothing short of dynamic. In August, anyways, they just finished their alpha, and you know what? They survived. Not only did they survive, but they came out with an anticipation, and there's an excitement, and there's been great reviews from the base, the community that's out there who've had the fortunate opportunity to play this game. And it looks like a dynamic game. It looks like such a creative, dynamic experience. It looks absolutely fabulous. Now, I will say concerning toxicity in this game, they already mentioned that yes, they're going to have someone in the server who is like the lead server. They're going to be able to monitor the server, and if they hear something that they shouldn't really hear, they could issue out like penalties to the people there. And I think that's their solution that they have. And then also the dev team, if they get word of what's going on in their servers, they might be able to actually like take further action for that player. So they have something in mind. I want to go a little harder than that, folks. Well, I'm going to go harder right now, folks. Box is going in. I'm going hard right now. Here's what I would like. Here's what I intend. What if I'm playing the game and I hear something that someone's directing towards me? They hear me speak. You could probably tell I'm an African American male. Okay. Yes. And I'm in the match and I'm in it to win like everybody else. I'm in it to play the hardest match I could possibly play in Wardogs. I'm in it to get down in this game. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. So you hear that, you hear my voice, and I have an interaction. One common interaction that folks of different ethnicities tend to have, and those that sound a little different or whatever, and the interaction has to do with racism or something of that effect, and someone spitting out some type of racist remarks towards me or something like that, or some type of joke or some type of thing, and now everybody else hears it, and they're like that's like the highlight of their evening. Okay, so what if I then press record on my PC and it records like the last 30 seconds. And then what if I go to my channel, the same channel you're watching right now, folks, and what if I make a little series? Oh, yeah. What if I make a little series, folks? And what if I highlight the individuals who are being racist in this game? Wouldn't that make a little bit of, wouldn't that be sort of nice? To be able to highlight who's misbehaving in this degree, to highlight who's being toxic in this matter, who's spitting out racist stuff, and let them deal with the consequences of their own behaviors and actions. I really wouldn't mind doing that. That's not what I wanted to really create content about per se, but I know there's about to be a dynamic game released, and I know what's about to be said. I know already what's happening with the community and the player base out there, with little smart aleck people, I guess you could call them, or whatever you want to call them, right? So then what if I highlight them and then here's my question to the Bulkhead team or to the devs in this matter. Would you support that? Would you support people recording those type of misbehaviors and then saying, hey, look, dev team, here they are, do something about it. This is what they said. It's recorded. It's right here. There's their name right there. You see them speaking with their little speaker by their emblem. You know, you see it's right there. They're saying the racist stuff right there. Here you go. You guys do something with it now. Watch my videos or the player base people who record stuff and go ahead and do something about it. What about that? You know, I really think that the solution is out there. I really think that some developers aren't technically strong enough to the extent to where they're able to have recording software that automatically detects certain things being said in whatever languages or whatever, and to have that software be where they could then hold the person accountable. They may not have all that. You know, I believe Armor Forger has a system where if your lobby doesn't like you or don't like what you said, then they just go ahead and ban you out of their, they could kick you out the game. That's ridiculous, ain't it? That a whole lobby could just gang up on you, kick you out the game if they don't like the way you sound or say, you know, something you said. I really think it should be something else on another level, something else a little bit more direct, a little more to another degree. And that's why I said, hey, look, if we record and if we post it, would Bulkhead, would you guys back that? Would you say, you know what? Yeah, we don't want toxicity in our game. We don't want racist and racism, racist remarks and racism in our game. So you know what? Yeah, we would look at that and we would hold those people to account. So anyhow, folks, this is just one solution to the matter. I know people say, wait, whoa, just mute them. Just mute them. Oh, let's talk about that for a minute. No. The muting doesn't work. The muting doesn't work. You know, first off, you got to open up your whoever's speaking. You got to open them up, open up the whole system, find their name, go to a little emblem, press. You know, you got to do a lot of stuff. That takes you completely out of the immersion of the gameplay. Does it not? Yeah, it does. Now, the devs might be able to create a quick mute feature right next to the emblem where the person is talking. That may be good. That might be an idea, devs. You see that one right there? See what I just did? Yeah, tone box. Yeah, I'm telling you. You know? So that might work pretty cool. But here's the thing, folks. You don't want to go around muting everybody. You know why? Because gamers like myself, we still want proximity chat. We still want to experience others saying things out there, except we don't want people harassing us or saying things to us that are racist. Should be aware. And like I said, as myself, if YouTube, that's the other thing. Would YouTube support? If YouTube supports the effort that I'm trying to make, then I would have no problem taking my experience, and one may be surprised by my experience and by how much racism comes from the game out of all the hours that I put into a game of what comes towards me. And one might say, wait a minute, this is just one person, you're experiencing all of this, and this is what all these people said to you? Yeah, this is what I'm experiencing, folks. This is what I hear when I go in leisure time to enjoy a game and to participate in a game, to participate and to play hard in a dynamically built game. Okay, so would YouTube support me? That's the question for YouTube. You know, YouTube, would you support me if I make a channel? If in my channel I make a segment that says, "Hey, look, these are racist remarks. These are what people said," and I'm highlighting the name, the gamer tag of the person who's speaking, and this is who they are. This is what they said, and I want to highlight it, and I'm going to put exactly what they said. I don't want to sugarcoat nothing, and I want to put it out there, folks. So anyhow, nevertheless, this is I don't even know if I'm going to open up the comments for this one because I sort of already feel what the comments are going to say on this note. I really do. I sort of feel it already, folks. I don't even know if I want to hear any of the negative comments. I'm so tired of toxicity. It's just inexcusable at this point. We're in 2026, folks. We have got to do better. I'm ready to go on this game and play this game hard and go grind in this game and get down and play this game the right way. I'm ready to learn this game as I do with things that I'm passionate about. All right, folks. Everybody have a great day. Thanks for checking out this video. This is real. We're going to get to it before the game even starts. All right. Take care. Check out Wardogs. It looks pretty good right now. Okay. Go.